You feel instantly safe, even without knowing why. Some people enter your space and immediately, without a word, your nervous system exhales. You don't know them. You haven't shared any history, and yet being near them feels peaceful, safe. Like a part of you that's always been on guard can finally rest. This isn't just emotional, it's energetic. In the new era, we're becoming more sensitive to vibration than ever before. Words can lie, but energy never. When someone's frequency aligns with your core soul blueprint, your body knows even before your mind can explain it. This sense of safety doesn't mean comfort in the usual sense. It means your soul isn't scanning for danger. It means you don't feel like you have to be on. You're simply allowed to be. And often, these people are keys not because they have answers, but because their presence reminds you that you're already enough. If you've ever met someone and thought, I feel like I've known you forever, there's a reason. Safety is a sign. Don't overlook it. All right, let's dive in. We'd love it if you could subscribe, like, and leave a comment. They trigger your growth without even trying. Destiny partners aren't always gentle. Sometimes the people who are most vital to our evolution don't arrive with flowers and soothing words. They arrive like fire, or a mirror, or a storm that clears the path ahead. You might find yourself challenged by them, triggered, even frustrated. But underneath it all, something deeper is happening. You're growing. They don't need to give you advice. They don't need to lecture or coach. Their existence alone seems to expose the parts of you that are ready to shift insecurities you thought you buried, dreams you forgot you had, patterns you're ready to break. It's not always comfortable, but it's powerful, and it's no accident. Growth is one of the purest signs of alignment in the law of attraction. These people didn't come to fix you. They came to activate what was dormant, and whether they know it or not, their role is sacred. When someone triggers your evolution without even meaning to, don't push them away too fast. The medicine may taste sharp, but it might be exactly what your destiny ordered. You keep running into them in unusual ways. They're everywhere. You bump into them at the grocery store, then again, at a friend's event, then again online. You swear you're not trying to make it happen, and yet there they are. This isn't random. It's resonance. In the language of the universe, synchronicity is a clue. When paths cross repeatedly, especially in unexpected places, it means your frequencies are in motion toward each other. It doesn't always mean romance. It means relevance, connection, activation. These repeated encounters are often cosmic nudges. You're not done with this person, the universe whispers. Pay attention. If someone keeps showing up in your orbit despite time, distance, or logic, consider what part of your journey they may be holding. A lesson, a memory, a future? Sometimes these encounters are breadcrumbs. Sometimes they're invitations. Either way, don't ignore the pattern. Destiny has a habit of being persistent. Your energy shifts the moment they walk in. You're fine, steady, grounded until they walk into the room. Then suddenly your energy reacts. Your posture changes. You feel a pulse of awareness that wasn't there a moment ago. Not fear, not infatuation, just movement, like something within you has been stirred. When someone is aligned with your soul contract, your energy field responds first. You might feel activated, inspired, triggered, seen, or oddly vulnerable. But one thing is always true, you can't ignore it. They don't even have to speak. Their very presence shifts something. This doesn't always mean comfort. Sometimes the most powerful energy shifts are chaotic at first. But over time, you start to notice a pattern. When they're around, you evolve faster, think deeper, feel more alive. It's like their presence turns the volume up on your own consciousness. That's not attraction. That's recognition. Your soul remembers theirs, and your body, your emotions, your thoughts, they all adjust to the recalibration. If someone walks into your life and your inner world starts moving without permission, that's not a coincidence. That's alignment in motion. They mirror the parts of you forgot you had. They say the people we meet are mirrors, and sometimes the reflection stops you cold. It's not about similarity. It's deeper than we have the same taste in music or we think alike. It's more like they embody a part of you buried, a version you didn't even know was missing until they showed up. Holding the shape of it, maybe it's their courage, their softness, their wildness, their creativity, and somehow, just being around them reminds you used to be like that. This kind of mirroring isn't flattery. It's soul-level memory, and it can feel emotional, even destabilizing, but it's also healing. Because when someone reflects a forgotten part of you, They're not just showing you who they are, they're showing you who you could become again. It's an invitation to reintegrate, to remember. And when that person is truly connected to your destiny, their mirror effect doesn't fade, it deepens. The more you engage, the more you see yourself reflected in new, sometimes uncomfortable but always sacred ways. When someone brings your soul back into view, don't look away. You share silent moments that feel profound. Not every connection needs words. Sometimes the most meaningful bond is forged in silence, the kind where nothing is being said, yet everything is understood. You're just sitting together, walking side by side, or even exchanging a glance across a room and somehow it feels full. These moments feel like exhale, like presence, like communion. When someone is woven into your destiny, your energy fields sync up in ways that don't require conversation. There's a resonance, a stillness, a gentle knowing that says we're both here, and that's enough. This kind of silence isn't awkward, it's sacred. It's where walls drop, masks fall away, and your soul recognizes the other person not as a stranger, but as a familiar frequency. In a world addicted to noise and constant stimulation, the ability to share quiet and have it feel meaningful is rare and powerful. So if you've shared that kind of silence with someone, even once pause and ask yourself, who are they, really? And why does their stillness feel like home? They appear right. When you're at a crossroads, you're unsure, tired, standing between two versions of your life. And just then they appear. Maybe not in some dramatic movie scene. Maybe it's a text, a comment, a coincidence. But the timing? Unmistakable. This is one of the clearest signs that someone is connected to your destiny. Their entrance coincides with your transformation. You didn't manifest them from your mind, you called them from your soul. And they showed up right on time. They may not give you the answer you were looking for. They may not even stay. But they shift the air, offer a new perspective, spark a question you needed to ask, or simply give you the courage to choose the path you were already leaning toward. Destiny doesn't always scream. Sometimes it arrives gently through a person whose presence carries momentum. So if someone enters your life right when everything feels uncertain, pay attention. They might not be the destination, but they could be holding the map. You dream about them before or after meeting. Some connections begin before the first hello. Maybe you saw them in a dream months ago. Maybe they showed up in your subconscious after you met, but the dream felt older than your waking memory of them. Either way, it's no coincidence. In the landscape of the soul, time doesn't move in a straight line. Dreams often act as portals where recognition happens before reality catches up. And when someone is tied to your destiny, your deeper self often knows it long before your logical mind does. You might dream of conversations you haven't had yet, scenarios that don't make sense, a strong emotional charge that lingers into the morning. This kind of dream isn't random imagery. It's contact, preparation, integration. Sometimes the dream is more real than your waking interaction. That's okay. It just means your souls were syncing behind the scenes, tuning to the same frequency before the full encounter could unfold. So don't brush it off. Keep a dream journal. Watch for patterns. If someone keeps showing up in the quiet of your mind, they may be playing a much bigger role than you realize. They activate a version of you you've never met. There are people who don't just bring out the best in you, they bring out someone entirely new. It's not about comfort zones. It's not about familiar strengths. It's about encountering a person who, simply by existing near you, activates a frequency you didn't know you had. Suddenly, you're speaking truths you've never said out loud. Suddenly, you're more bold, more creative, more intuitive. You look at yourself and think, who is this and why do I love it? This is what happens when someone is connected to your soul evolution. They're not a coach. They're not trying to change you. They're simply living in a way that pulls you forward. This version of you they activate isn't artificial, it's latent. A seed that needed the right conditions to sprout. Their energy is that condition. Their frequency holds the code. If you find yourself expanding in their presence not by effort, but by natural resonance, you're not just meeting them. You're meeting a more awakened version of yourself. Time feels distorted when you're around them. You meet, and hours feel like minutes, or minutes feel like hours. Sometimes you lose track of time completely. With these people, reality bends. It's not just because you're really into them. It's because your shared frequency disrupts linear time. You enter a kind of vortex where soul-level work happens quickly and clock time becomes irrelevant. You might notice time speeding up when you're flowing together, Time slowing down when you're facing truth? A strange sense that the past, present, and future are all here, in this moment with them. This is not coincidence. It's calibration. When someone is key to your destiny, time becomes a tool, not a structure. The universe stretches and contracts, the moment to make space for your alignment. So if you've ever walked away from a conversation wondering how 5 hours passed or why 10 minutes felt like a lifetime, don't dismiss it. Time always tells the truth. And when it bends around someone, so might your entire future. They don't always stay but leave you changed. Not every destiny partner is meant to stay forever. Some are here just long enough to leave fingerprints on your soul. You might part ways unexpectedly, or the connection might fade slowly. But the impact remains permanent, undeniable, woven into your timeline. These people are catalysts. They don't fix your life, they ignite it. After them, you can't go back to who you were. You see the world differently. You carry a new standard for love, truth, or purpose. And though their absence might sting, it's never a loss. Because the version of you they awakened, that is what remains. In fact, their departure is often part of the gift. It teaches you to carry the frequency on your own, to become your own source of what they sparked. So don't measure their importance by how long they stayed. Measure it by what changed inside you once they arrived. You feel the universe nudge you toward them. It's subtle at first. Maybe you think about them out of nowhere. Maybe you start seeing their name, hearing songs that remind you of them, or feeling their energy in moments of silence. It's not obsession. It's not fantasy. It's pull. The universe often nudges us toward the people who hold keys to our growth through synchronicities, intuitive whispers, even dreams. And when that person is part of your soul's blueprint, the signs get louder if you ignore them. You might feel fear, doubt, resistance. But somewhere deeper, there's a knowing. A quiet voice that says, go talk to them. Send the message. Don't let this pass you by. This doesn't guarantee the outcome. But the nudge is the point. Because when the universe moves you toward someone, it's not just about them. It's about who you become in the process of following that call. So if you've been feeling drawn toward someone again and again, this might be your sign. You don't need all the answers. You just need to trust the pull. Before we end, I have one request for you. In the comments, write down the version of your ideal self you want to become. There's a saying, when you give your dreams words, they start becoming real. And when you write them as if they've already come true, the universe listens even more powerfully. So go ahead, leave a comment about your dream life, written in the past tense, as if it already happened. The universe is always ready to hear your desires and bring them into form. Let your words flow into the comment section and send your vision out into the universe. And don't forget, when you see someone else's dream, celebrate it. By lifting each other up, the energy multiplies. From the bottom of my heart, I'm wishing for all your dreams to come true. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you felt something today, please subscribe, give a like, and share your thoughts in the comments. I started this channel from Japan, hoping to help people around the world live better lives. My English might be a bit rough, but I hope you'll stay with me on this journey. This channel shares videos that help you understand how to live in the age of air just by listening. Subscribe so the next message finds you automatically. Thank you.